Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is King Monyay. Hey, I remember this time when I was at Ironwood State Prison up in Blythe, California. It was 2019. 2019 on D Yard. I was a kitchen worker. I used to work in the kitchen. I got my jacket and I got to work in the kitchen. Now, as a kitchen worker, my job was table wipes. Funny thing is, everybody starts out as a table wipe because that keeps you away from the food. The table wipers, their job is basically to wipe the tables after a unit comes through and eat. And so you wipe the tables and you pretty much stay away from the food. If you show that you're good on wiping the tables, then maybe they'll put you on a line server. The line server is the ultimate test, right? Because the line servers are around the food. And once you're a line server, that's when you have access to all the good food. Well, I noticed that all the blacks was table wipers. They always fucked up when they was on the line because the niggas was quick to steal some food. So they had a thing about just putting the blacks out there as table wipers to keep them away from the food, and at the end, when it's extras, they maybe, you know what I'm saying, they're divided up evenly. But anyway, I worked my way up. I worked my way up from table wipes to the line. And then from the line, they seen that I didn't steal the food. And so eventually I got moved up to a different position, to a dock worker. As a dock worker, my job I had access to the trash cans. And in prison, the trash cans, they have a cold trash can and a hot trash can. Hot trash can is the trash can that the cops dispose of all the electronics that they confiscate from inmates who don't have their name on it. So say you get caught with something, it don't belong to you, they don't got your CDC number on it, they gonna take it and they throw it in the hot trash. Now the hot trash got all the electronics and stuff, so everybody wants my job as a dock worker because my job has access to digging in the trash. So the Mexicans like to sew up this job, but somehow I end up getting this job. And so once I had this job, I started feeling the hate. I started feeling the hate in a different type of way, though. I started noticing people making my job harder. You know what I'm saying? Trying to spill shit out on the dock, trying to just sabotage my job to make me quit and not want that job. But I didn't fall for it. I stayed strong and stuff. You know the struggles we go through. But one day I remember the homie Smoke from I want to say from Liggett Street, or was it Lincoln Street? I don't know. He's from one of them Comptons. He's from one of those Parus. But anyway, he had let me borrow his bowl so I can bring some food back from the kitchen. I'm gonna bring him some food back. Well, I got his bowl, but I put it inside the kitchen, and I'm working outside cleaning the dock. My job is to basically clean up the dock, the loading dock. I scrub the ground. I get up all the bird poop, and I clean out the trash cans, and just do and straighten out back, basically. Straighten out back. So after I was doing my job, later on that night, when it came time to get food, I noticed that my bowl was missing. When it comes time for all the cooks to pass out, distribute the food, I noticed that my bowl is missing. Now my bowl wasn't my bowl, it was the homie Smoke's bowl. It was a special bowl. It was a little bowl that somebody had given him that you can't order off a store, you can't order off a canteen or packages. It was a bowl that somebody brought from the streets, one of the officers or one of his little secret connects. And so it was a special bowl. It was a little bowl with a purple lid. And my bowl is missing. It ain't my bowl at that, but his bowl is missing. So I started asking around, hey, anybody seen the bowl I put on top of the ice machine? No, everybody acting like they don't know where it's at, right? And so right there, I noticed what's going on. In my mind, I feel like they're trying to test me. You know what I'm saying? They're mad because I got the dock position, and this is another thing they're doing to fuck with me, right? So I'm getting hot, and so I go to everybody and I ask them. Nobody knows where it's at. I look underneath the grills. I look underneath the freezers. I look all on the ground to make sure. As I look for it, I'm getting madder and madder because it's becoming clear that my bowl is not missing. Somebody stole my bowl. And on top of that, it's not my bowl. It's the homie's bowl. And I can't go out. I can't come back without his bowl. So I say, hey, check gang. Hey, check me out. Check me out. Everybody check me out. Everybody stop. I just get real loud in the middle of the kitchen, when we in the back. Hey, man, whoever took my bowl, man, fuck your dead-ass homies, nigga. Keep your race and your organizations out your chops. Just like that. Boom. I did that in the air. That's some old YA shit. But I'm in prison. And I just threw a fuck, right? Everybody's quiet. Quiet. Like, whoa, shit, what just happened? What'd he say? Yeah, that's what I said, man. I just bust on whoever did it. Told them to keep their race and their organization out their motherfucking mouth. Right? And so this is what happened. Everybody started looking for the bowl. All of a sudden, white dude come over and say, hey, man, I didn't have your bowl, but is this your bowl? Yeah, I found it. It was underneath the grill. He returns my bowl. I say, good luck, homie, to take my bowl like that. I go back like nothing. When I go back, you know what I'm saying, I got my bowl. Later on, the next day, the essays and the woods inside the kitchen, they wasn't feeling what I had said. They wasn't feeling it, and they went and told the Bloods, right? They told the homies. The homies come and ask me what happened. I tell them what happened. I say, man, somebody stole my bowl. I threw a fuck to get my bowl back in the pit, and my bowl came back. They said, and I said, I didn't disrespect nobody unless you was the one who stole my bowl. If you stole my bowl, then yeah, I was talking to you. But if you didn't steal my bowl, you got nothing. They had nothing to worry about because it didn't pertain to them. And some people, they was like, yeah, even if they didn't steal it, they wasn't feeling that, they didn't like that shit and woo. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of tension. They don't want you back in the kitchen. So we're just gonna get you up out of there. This the homies telling me that you can't go back in the kitchen. It's hot right now. Caused a lot of attention when you did that. You can't be doing that type of shit. Bro, you can't do that. This is the pen, nigga. You can't be just saying shit like that, nigga. We about to all get in a wreck. Yeah, nigga, don't trip. We gonna handle it, blood. But you can't be doing that, nigga. We're gonna have to talk about what we gonna do to you. What we gonna do to me, nigga? I ain't did shit. That's what I'm thinking. I ain't did shit. Fuck you gonna do? And so they pull some strings. They get me out the kitchen. I don't go to the kitchen. I'm no longer in the kitchen. The Mexicans, the Woods, don't want me in the kitchen. The tension is high. Causes a lot of tension in the kitchen that can possibly spill out to the yard between the races, and they want me dealt with. So the homies they tell me, like, I think this was around August anyway. This is like Black August. No, this was July. So anyway, this is the month of July anyway, and so I'm already working out. But the homies, they said they issue me a discipline, a DP, basically a week workout. They want me to work out for a week with the homie Smoke. Well, I'm thinking I already work out, you know what I'm saying? But they just doing this so they can tell them about how they handled it. Like, okay, we removed him out of the kitchen. He ain't gonna go in there no more. Plus, we gonna DP him for that because he was out of pocket. He shouldn't have disrespected everybody like that. So, bam. Every day I'm out there doing burpees with the homie Smoke. in the hot blazing sun, which is no difference because I work out anyway. But right there, I learned you can't come to the penitentiary doing the same shit you do in YA. In YA, that's the way you handle it. When something of yours is missing, you're supposed to stand up and throw a fuck. You throw a fuck, and you basically provoke somebody to rush you. Whoever did it is supposed to stand up like a man and squabble up. In prison, it ain't just like that. It ain't about trying to provoke it in the atmosphere and somebody gonna run up and squabble up. Whether they run up and squabble up or they ready to run up and try to stab you, I was willing to deal with whatever the consequence was. I just wanted my bow back. I wanted them to do it the right way. If you're trying to take something from me, let me know who you is so I can get at you. And that was my whole thing. So I learned that in prison, you can't do that. I learned that politics, the homies, will remove you out of a situation that is potentially harmful for the whole group. You know, I didn't have to get removed out that kitchen, but they didn't want it to spill into the yard because like it had came to them that, you know, what I said offended them, and they didn't want me back in there. But they already didn't want me in there because they wanted my job. Remember I had said that. So that's the type of shit you'll deal with in prison. Then you had the brothers, you had the Bloods. That's how they handled it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get no physical DP or nothing like that, but I guess you can call that a DP. But that was the one time in prison. That was when I was brand new to prison that one of my actions caused racial tension or caused tension and could have possibly caused a race riot had it not been handled when it got handled. And so something to think about, something to be careful about. That YA shit really don't fly in the pen. And in fact, a lot of the cats from YA didn't do so well in the pen. Is what I noticed, because the mentality, they don't go for that type of shit in prison, you know. So I was way out of pocket. But that was all I knew. But I'm King Monyay, man. I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. You know, I will succeed because I believe I will. And I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget. You'll hear me say that a lot of times because I'm talking to myself as well as talking to you. I'm reminding you that, you know, your common struggles that you're going through, I go through too. I've been through. And I'm reminding you that all this shit is watered down, man. You know, and some of the shit we learned, we got to let go of, because it will hold you back. It will keep you away from opportunity. It'll keep you from building relationships with people. And it'll keep you basically isolated. And hate will erode your heart. Hate will keep you stuck in your current situation. And it's too much energy to keep on hating, man. So anyway, man, y'all make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. And go ahead and drop me a comment. And I'll get back with y'all the next time. Y'all stay down, all right?